Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I am at another pet shop. This is my last of my pet shop tour. This pet shop is called Super Pets and Garden Center. It's located along Constant Spring Road, right beside Scotiabank and NCB Bank, going up to Constant Spring or coming from Constant Spring. Alright, so Constant Spring, that's in Jamaica. I don't remember the name of the number of the lot. Okay, so when I first entered into the premises, there are several ponds. Well, there are several ponds at the side and about 3 at the front, right? This first pond in which I'm showing you is a pond in which has some yellow lab. Okay, and this particular pet shop, what they do is to actually breed some of their own fish in which they sell, and they actually sell it back, so you actually get it at a really nice price. Now these yellow labs are in this pond, and the pond is planted. It has a lot of plants, just like what you would find at the river. And I look over to the pond beside, where this is these are some Demonzoni. I got some the other day, but they fought, and actually the large one which I had actually killed the smaller one. So I'm into getting about 2 more females, right? Okay, so this is a nice, very nice pond setting. Plants in the middle, blocks in it for hiding spaces, and these Demonzoni are really good. Now this is inside of the pet shop. Now inside of the pet shop, I started at the very front of the fish room, right, where you have multiple type of fish feed, right? You have very I don't remember what they call. The names were not written there, but the thing about the flakes is that I realized that the flakes have different color. You have red, you have yellow, you have red and yellow, you have red and yellow and green. And when I check them out, these are for different mixture, for different type of fish that you may have, right? And it's really interesting. Now this pet shop, this fish room, is old school. Over on this side, you have some plant pots. I will explain to you the significance of these plant pots in a bit. Okay, I'm entering into the fish room of the pet shop, right? And as I said, in Jamaica, pet shop doesn't mean fish only, but this is a fish room. Now this fish room is what you would say is old school. You will notice that the fish is not brightly lit like the other 2 in which, well, like the other 2 in which have been. It doesn't, the tanks doesn't have individual lighting, and it doesn't have group filtration. All the aquariums are filtered using air pump, air mechanism, right? A lot of fish is found here, right? Fish found here are both locally and internationally bred, right? I found this particular fish at this store, in which I'll show you later. Now these are some servums. You notice the aquariums are not small in size. They are between 55 and 75 gallons long aquarium, and they're just simple old school. A lot of tanks on racks, metal racks, and they are being filtered by air pumps, and you have several fish. And the water might look a little greenish, but it's not. It's the background of the aquarium. The wall is painted green, right? So some fish might stand out more than the other. These manganos are large, people, large, right? You know, with large fish comes large price. But I like the size of these manganos, right? I I purchased a few manganas, not that large, but they look good. I'll show you that in the future. Okay, so I have observed several species of fish going through this pet shop. Right, now the aquariums are stocked. Yeah, you have three shelves. The lower, the middle, and the upper shelf. They have a lot of fish. They have angel. They have a lot of egg scatterers, tetras, different types of barbs, goldfish, several cichlid species, in which I'll show you later. In which the breeding mechanism do exist. You have some, as I said, black skirt tetra, some mollies. I don't remember seeing any swordtail, but they have some fish that you would never normally see at, let's say, the first two pet shop in which I went to, right? Or even the third one in which I went to, right? Being that this is the last, I'm spending a little more time going through the fish stock. Now, most of these are some aquarias, right? Looking nice, healthy, nice size. Aquaria go as large as, let's say, an Oscar, right? But it takes a very long time to go to that size. So a lot of persons might believe that a car just grow to 2-3 inches. Well, it really grows like an Oscar, very large, right? But it takes years, right? So they have mollies, and as I say, mollies, swordtail, guppy, live bearers, they tend to send more quicker than, let's say, cichlids, because persons tend to consider them as cheap. These are some sharks, yes. They tend to, people tend to gravitate to these fish more because they're easily replaced, in the sense that they are like a dime a dozen. Every pet shop you can see them. So for some persons, they just grab them because they are colorful, and it just make the ambience of the atmosphere wherever you put it just look really superb. All right, so these are some smaller tanks, some smaller aquariums. They, depending on the type of fish, the aquariums might be a little bit smaller, but it's between 55 and 75 gallons long aquariums. I see a few 40 something, but it's not much. Okay, these are some Oscar. Oscar is a little bit pricey, but I can guarantee you they are healthy and they're really looking awesome, right? Yeah, some yellow labs, and I saw a few other fish species such as goldfish. Now they have about 3 or 4 different types of goldfish. This is I think this is Comet Goldfish. Looking bright and beautiful. It's in 75-gallon long, and this is Aquafunk's favorite, right? These angels looking nice and looking clear and looking peaceful. Nice set of fish, for a nice set of money, of course. But I'm not here to purchase any fish. I'm just showing you, my peeps, what exists in Jamaica as a fish room, and how they actually put forward their stuff. All right, so here I am at this aquarium where you have some I think these are, I'm not 100% sure. I saw this, guys. I saw this. I was shocked when I saw this. So I asked the price for these arowana, right? Oh, the fish beside the arowana are silver dollars. All right. I asked. They had three arowana, and the three arowana, each arowana cost $30,000. Now, for those persons saying that that's expensive for a fish, yes, it's expensive for a fish, right? Bearing in mind that that $30,000 would now be divided. That $30,000 would be divided by 135, so as to get the actual US dollar value for that fish, right? So arowana available in Jamaica, and it's expensive. So if I'm going to be purchasing these 3 arowanas, it will be roughly $30,000 times 3. That's $90,000, right? Which is a good, well, I don't know, a good amount of money, right? And bearing in mind, guys, that it takes a lot to care for these fish. I would not really want to purchase these fish unless I have the setup that is necessary to keep these fish, right? Because it takes a lot, and you would really want to spend 90,000 Jamaican dollars to buy 3 fish, and they are not cared for properly and they die. Okay. Alright, and after the arowanas, I went on. They have some Japanese algae eaters, and you have some other goldfish. I think it's V-tail goldfish, and you have some more comets. Alright, the cheapest fish in this place, well, in every pet shop, really, are the live bears / goldfish. Right, so you have some comets, different color. You have a pleco in there, and you notice that all aquariums are filtered using and these are some tinfoil barbs. You have all aquariums in this pet shop, unlike the first 2 pet shop, has air filtration one, and it doesn't have a centralized filtration system. That's one thing I like about this pet shop, right? So therefore I am not worried or perturbed about cross contamination with regards to aquariums, right? These are some black moors, right? The last time I came, I saw some black moors. They look really huge, and they were like for about $3,000. These are not that huge. Probably they are locally bred, but they are getting there. And these are, guys, some peacocks, and I think dolphin is in it also. Right, looking really beautiful. And these are just a tip of the iceberg as to what is available, because this is just a showroom. And these are some sharks, yes. And over on this side here, I have, well, not I, the pet shop has some betta fish, where the aquariums, or should I say the tanks, are made specifically for bettas, right? You know that they all fight, so you couldn't put all the males together, and it's kind of technical having filtration system to filter everything. This pet shop doesn't have a centralized filtration system, and it doesn't have individual light, right? The room is just lit. Probably might need a little bit more light, but you know, this is like a utility room. It has a lot of things. It has gadgets in which you would need for your aquarium. Or this is a pond in which I just dipped my GoPro in it. I thought that this would be a interested feed, and I just did my GoPro. Those are some cars. Okay, so I'm going around the section in which they actually do breeding and grow out. Yes, pet shop actually does breeding and grow out, right? Alright, so let me go around a little bit more. I look as if there is nothing here. However, when you look up close, you realize that there are several fish within this. I know that this video is probably one of the longest in which I've done in a while, but because I am so enthusiastic about this particular area, this particular pet shop, I actually did let me slow this down a little bit so at least you can see the fish. Let me slow it down, slow down the frame by 0.5, so probably you can see the fish a little bit more. These are filament barbs, and in a video before, or I think it was one day last year, I indicated that filament barbs along with tiger barbs, neon tetra, can be good ditter fish, for your shy fish that you may have, a large shy fish, right? I guess these filament barbs are just being grown up into this pond, right? Okay, so these are some koi that were bred here. This is like a growth pond for them. As I said before, this pet shop is unique to me in the sense that it actually practices the breeding of their fish species in which they sell. These are some smaller filament barbs. They move very, very fast, guys. Very, very fast. They are egg scatterers. They lay egg. Nice fish to have, but it's good when you have like a lot of them when they school. If you try to like keep one or two, they might be a problem to the other fish within the space, right? But these are some filament barbs in which they actually bred at this location. Tried getting some of the some shots of the pond with the peacocks in it, but because there's no lighting around that section, whenever I place the GoPro into the water, it just comes out black. So I just took out that section. Now I'm at another section of the pet shop where they actually do the breeding and the sale of other creatures, as it says, super pets and garden center. They actually do the rearing of ducks, geese, finch, they call it lovebirds, and budgies. Alright, these birds really looks nice. Right. They also have pigeon, doves, and they also have a turtle, rabbit, guinea pig, and I haven't seen any hamster. But this place is really huge, guys. Really, really huge. Really, really clean, organized, and nice. And of course, what would a garden center be without a garden? They trade a whole bunch of plants that is good for your garden. Really, really would make the landscape for your premises looking really nice. This huge turtle, my son wanted to stick his finger in it to touch its head, and I told him not to, because chances are his finger would practically be left in the turtle's mouth, right? But it really looks really nice. So my tour of this pet shop actually ended. It was really a really good tour. It was really a good experience, and I thank management for allowing me to do this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to share, like, subscribe this channel, and also if you are in Jamaica, you may visit Super Pets and Garden Center along Constant Spring Road, nearer to the Constant Spring end. Thank you very much. Bye bye.